Welcome back to another video, gang. I'm like, period. You know how we do it. Hello, my beautiful people. My name is Salakhasimira Mokhasa. If you're new here, please do not forget to hit the subscription button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today I'm doing a video talking all things cost Cape Town. How much does it cost? How much does it cost to go to Kapa? How much does it cost to go to Cape Town? Take a wild guess. I'll give you a moment to think about it. While you're still thinking about it, guys, why is going to Namibia so expensive? Like, I did the costs and I was just like, because I was really considering going there, but it's expensive. And honestly speaking, I'm just like, I don't know if I could spend that much for Namibia. Maybe I expected it to be less. But I guess because, I guess the prices make sense. But yeah, I didn't expect that. But anyways, let's get into how much I spent. The total of how much I spent for the trip. Please note that if I paid accommodation alone, my total expenses was going to be 13,983.88 cents. But because my accommodation was split into two, because I was traveling with my friend, which unfortunately could not finish the trip with me, I ended up spending 10,983.88 cents. Where exactly did I spend this amount? Let's get into the breakdown. The flights, okay, here's the tip for flights. Choose the morning flights and the night flights. What I do is when I'm traveling, when I go, I take morning flights. When I come back, I take night flights. And also when you're booking, don't book your seat. Unless if you really want a window seat, but you can get a window seat for free. This is how I ensure that I get a window seat for free. This check-in. When you, I booked, my flight was 2,895.88 cents. That is the flight breakdown. How I did it is I took a morning flight and I came back with a night flight. And what I do is I download the app because I use FlySafe. I download the app. After downloading the app, booking the flights, fine. The app, I have it, I think 24 hours before you check, 24 hours before the flight takes off or before departure. I think it's 24 hours or less than that. I'm not sure about the hours, but just it will give you a reminder if you have the app. It will tell you the time to check in. Check in at that time, and then you can check it. If you can check if there's any window seat, and then you can pick your window seat if you want to. When I went to Kenya, that's how I got a window seat. Last year when I was traveling back and forth to Cape Town, I always got a window seat because check in, that's when I select the seat. And the accommodation, our accommodation altogether, it was 6,000 rand. It was 5 point something, but I'm saying 6,000 rand because there are taxes and other things that may incur. What am I saying? Okay, I'm a little bit distracted because my camera, my camera is giving me, okay, no, wait, what is this? The camera is giving me a problem. It needs me to buy a laptop clearly. But anyways, the accommodation was 5 point something. I'll put the exact price here. But because of taxes and all of those things, I just rounded up to 6,000 rand. Because that's how much you would be paying ideally. But yeah. And let's get into how much I spent. The accommodation was 5 nights, 6 days. And they allow you, if you because we came in the morning, they allowed us to leave our bags there and then come later on and check in, because their check-in was at 2 o'clock and the checkout was 10 a.m. and it was in Sea Point. I shared the place, but I'll put the link of the accommodation in the description box. But if you do want to see the room tour, you can watch my second Cape Town vlog with my friend. That's where we did a bit of a room tour, even though it was not complete, but you can see the place. But on day one, what we did was when we booked with bookings.com, they gave us an Uber from, it was not an Uber, a car, whatever, shuttle from bookings.com is the one that did that. They gave us a car from the airport to where we are staying, so we didn't have to spend an Uber going to the place. So we left our bags there, then we Ubered to V&A Mall. V&A Mall, we went there, and then every prices that I hear, it's like the prices that I'm gonna do, it's like I went alone, but I was with a friend. The prices I did, the bill I divided by 2 so that you can get an idea of how much you would spend ideally. Sharp. The Uber from Sea Point to V&A, it was 46 Rand. We got there, we bought Nando's because we didn't have time to go to a restaurant as we were gonna be doing an activity. Nando's 100 Rand. Boat cruise, it was 400 Rand. And then we bought drinks there, it was 100 Rand. And then Uber, it was 46 Rand. Food was 500 Rand. The the wine that I took at the boat cruise is not included at 10,983 Rand. So we'd round it off to 11,000 basically. Yeah, 11,000 something. Yeah. And then the second day, okay, we went for boat cruise, and then we came with an Uber 46 Rand. And food, we went to a market. We spent around 500. I'm including drinks because I was drinking, but I think the pizza was around 200 or one something, and then the wings were 150 or one something. So it was definitely less than 500, but because I was drinking wine, I made it 500 Rand. Day 2, in the morning we went to Sonny and Irene for breakfast. I spent 275, yeah, as an individual, but that was the bill divided by 2. And then Uber, we went to, where were we going on day 2? Oh, we were going to the bungalow. The Uber was 39 Rand from Sea Point to Clifton, which is where the bungalow is. At the bungalow, I spent 448 Rand. And then the Uber to come back was 50 Rand. So for that day, it was 812 Rand. And then day 3, Uber was 37 Rand. We went to the Winchester Botanical Hotel for breakfast. The breakfast was 250. And then we came back with an Uber for 34 Rand. And then later on, that was my grad day, so I didn't include the expenses regarding going to Stellenbosch and coming back and all of that. Dinner, I included the dinner. The dinner, we had dinner at the Nines, and we spent 500 Rand each. So I spent 500 Rand. So for that day, it was 818 Rand. Day 4, I went, day 4, this was me alone now. My friend left on Thursday in the morning. Yeah, on day 4. Sharp. And then, what did I do? I went to Mogul and Bagel, where I spent 161 for a bagel and a matcha. And then after more, I went to Checkers to buy things for the beach, which cost me under 100 Rand. And then I took an Uber to Clifton Beach 1, which was 46 Rand. The beach was free. I spent the whole day there. I came back, the Uber was 62 Rand. And then after that, when I came back, I got ready for dinner. I went to Scala Pasta. The Uber from Sea Point to Scala Pasta was 39 Rand. At Scala Pasta, I spent 350 for the dinner and the drinks, which was very affordable. And then Uber coming back was 48 Rand. So for day 4, I spent 816 Rand, 6 Rand. And then day 5, I took an Uber from Sea Point to Table Mountain, which was 64 Rand. And then at the Table Mountain, I think you pay more than this, but at Table Mountain, I brought my student card. So if you're a student, you pay 280, but if you're not a student, you pay under 500. Under 500, but I spent 280. And then after that, I took an Uber back home. After the Table Mountain, I took an Uber back home, and then I went to buy takeaways, which was 150, but I think it was under 100 Rand, but I rounded off to 150. And then later on, I went to have dinner at the Brush Beggars. I saw them on TikTok. I spent 200 Rand there. I bought a lemonade and I bought chips and a burger, which was not very happy with their patty, but if you watched the previous vlog, you know that. And later on, I didn't include the partying because I did go out to Long Street, but I didn't include it here as, yeah. For that day, I spent 758 Rand. And then on day 6, which was the last day, I went for breakfast. I went for breakfast at French Hook. I didn't spend on the transportation to go there because my friend came to pick me up. Hi, friend. Thank you for the ride. And we had breakfast at Lamott. It's a wine farm also. Breakfast cost around 250, but for the both of us it was 470. So I would say 250 for an individual. Then we had cellar tour, which is like a wine tour, wine tasting tour, whatnot, where they explain the wines and whatever. And I didn't know that. Do you know why we drink MCCs? Apparently it's MC now, it's no longer MCC. And champagne with salty things like your oysters. Do you know why? Because apparently it's because the bubbles, I get the acid that's in the champagne, so you balance it off. When you have an oyster, you are balancing off the acid, the bubbles basically. So that tour was 550. On this trip, what I would do differently if I was taking a trip like this to Cape Town, number one, I would go for the sightseeing Cape Town red bus stuff, because it's affordable, it's cheap, there's a lot of options there. Because me and my friend, we wanted to do it, but we couldn't do it because of we couldn't do it because of the weather. But you have a hop off and hop on, right? You can do daily, what is it, one day hop off hop on, which was 325 rand. It's gonna take you to the hotspots, and you can do it for the whole day. And it has 3 routes. I wanna open this thing. It has 3 routes. I don't know. You guys are not gonna be able to see it, but you can Google it, see it. You're gonna spend 320, and it has an option of taking you to 3 routes. The first route, it will be the red one, which will, oh my goodness, I can't explain this. Okay, but the 3 routes will take you to Table Mountain and towns, and the other ones will take you around Cape, like Table Mountain and the beaches and all of that. The third one will take you to the wine farms, which is another option, because if you pay 325 and you're having a wine farm tour with a bus, you don't need to pay for it. Because when I checked Ubers from Sea Point to Stellenbosch, it was around 300 and something. I can't go to 400 because on my graduation we paid 400 and something. I was like, what the okay, sorry about that. So you can just do this red bus. I would incorporate a red bus. They have a lot of options. So I would say, if you're in Cape Town, definitely do a red bus. When I go to Cape Town again, which I'm definitely going back, I would do that. And also, if you feel like, red bus, I don't want to see town, I just want to go to the wine farm, another option is the French Hook Tram Tour, this one, which is 725 rand. This one will take you to all the wine. You see, they say it takes you to French Hook and back, the tram ticket, taste the local wine on tram. Okay, they do, apparently there is a wine tasting in the tram. I don't know about that, because I heard people say it takes you to 8 wine estates. And like, the wine tasting is not that expensive, but the one that we did at Babylon, because we are in Babylon is quite expensive. You know that Babylon is expensive. Yeah. But usually you would get both Devon Hill, the wine tasting will be 100 rand, 150, 200, 300. It's not that pricey. But even Quid Rock, the wine tasting is that one is expensive, 300 rand, because it's just wine tasting. So you're looking at under 300 rand. So when you're going through those wine tastes, it doesn't mean each and every wine taste you need to taste. One person can taste, you can sit with them, you taste together, or whatever the case might be. Or you will see how you work around that. But that is basically how much I spent in Cape Town. Basically the red bus, because it was in our itinerary. I'll definitely want to do this. And that's about it. That's how much we spent. It was a lot of money. And also, I think that what helped us is book in advance, pay things in advance, like your accommodation. The accommodation that we booked, you pay in advance. Those ones that they don't play. You pay in advance. they want their money before you even arrive. And flights, you can buy flights in advance, maybe like plan like 6 months in advance, maybe 3 months before you leave, maybe 3 months before you leave you pay the flights, 2 months before you leave you pay the accommodation, 1 month before you leave maybe you have your in order and making sure that you have money. And also travel at times where you get paid. Okay, it's a bit dangerous, but I think that it's good to travel closer to your payday, so that when you come back, even if you ate the whole money, you still have your paycheck. Or maybe travel and come back the day before you get paid, or the day you get paid, so that you can have money when you come back. But that is a little bit about Cape Town. If you have any questions, please do ask me. Don't be shy. I'm a very nice person, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.